Okay? Of course, my name's Andy Shatner, and in 1988 I was in college in San Bernardino, California, and I was an observant Jew, and I was staying at a prison aftercare center, going to college because some friends I was living with had started doing drugs, so I went to see the counselor at school, and her boyfriend, Chuck Adams, had the Good Shepherd Ministries. It's a prison aftercare center. So he said if I'd cook a meal, I could stay there. So it was Friday night, and we were going out to do laundry, and Chuck comes out and he says, "Nobody's going to do laundry. Bob Rohn, ex-con, is going to come and preach for us." So he preached on the parable of the seed and sower. A sower went out to sow. And I recognized myself in that parable. And then he made a reference to Timothy. He said, "We have not been given a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind." And I was convicted right to the depths of my soul. I knew that I was afraid. And I knew that I was a sinner. I heard the truth, and I couldn't go back. So I cried out to Jesus to save me, and Jesus came into my life and truly saved me with his grace and love. And I knew I was vain and selfish and a terrible person. And Jesus forgave me of my sin and saved me.
What happened, how did you get here, the Good Samaritan mission?
Well, I managed the Key Motel in Rawlins, Wyoming for the past 6.5 years, and the economy took the business, and then last summer my eyelids swelled up. It turns out I had a bacterial infection, and got that taken care of just recently. But I lost my business, and I couldn't see, I was going blind, so I came here to the Good Samaritan mission. And prayer, ever since Chuck anointed me, prayer has been restoring my eyes. The bacterial infection is gone, and my eyes seem to be, I'm seeing.
He said he came to restore sight to the blind. I think it's more figuratively, you know, the first sight that you saw, exactly. Jesus, when you saw him, I think that's the kind of sight. But he also does a physical sight too. I just was reading online about Bethel, a church in Redding, California, had 1,200 of their missionaries came back for Resurrection Sunday weekend, and thousands of stories of sight restored to the blind and people healed and just wonderful, miraculous things. And they said hundreds that came to salvation. I'd like to see that reverse, thousands and hundreds. I'd like to see it reverse. But Andy, thank you for all that you do here at the Good Samaritan Mission. We really appreciate you.
Thank you.
And thanks you for your testimony that just gives so much to God.
Thank you very much.
We're going to do one more song here, and then I'm going to preach a little sermon on the 7 last things